no-show today.
Inside or outside? But if you're watching the TV, you must be inside. Well, unless you're watching it in the garden. But are you inside the sitting room? If you are, you must be outside the hall. Or you may be inside the bedroom. But are you outside of the bed? How many doors where you are? Have a look around. Don't forget the cupboard doors.
Where have you been?
Work.
Hey, dinner's late.
You can open a can of beans as well as me.
Doing bugger all else.
What about you?
Written for 2 jobs.
You posted them?
No stamps.
No, of course not.
Hey, don't get lippy.
I'm going to go into Hull. I'll post them.
What do you mean you're going into Hull?
I've seen Tracy.
You silly cow.
You don't have to see her.
You better be seeing Tracy. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
I'd bloody kill you.
All right.
I would.
All right, Vic. Don't.
Why not?
You hurting me.
Just a squeeze.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
No. Turn round.
Why?
Turn round. Better rub some cream on it.
No, it'll be all right.
Upstairs.
I'll miss my boss.
Upstairs.
How are you then, sister?
I'm all right.
How's he?
Oh, don't stare. I'm having the afternoon off.
Well, at least you haven't got a black eye today.
Hey, shh. Shh. Really like it?
No. What?
There's this vicar in a cage. Oh, he does look a scream. Like a baboon in a frock.
What's he done?
It's for some girl locked up in Russia. Protest.
What's the bloody point of that? Nobody in this country knows where Hull is, let alone the bloody Russians. Why don't you move back into Hull?
We've had this every week for years. I can't move back into Hull, okay?
It's not okay. And you know it. Vic's balmy as a fruitcake and you're stuck out there with him.
But he's been nice to them, I'm honest.
You're a bloody fool, Jenny. It's my life. One of these days, that mad sod's going to kill you.
Nice monkey. Eat your frigging banana.
Oh, look, there he is. He's cute. Let's go and talk to him.
No.
Come on. No, come on. What's the matter? Can't the church afford a dog?
I've got a lot more sympathy with dogs than I used to have.
What are you doing in this cage?
It's a vigil.
What's one of them?
I'm staying in the cage for 40 days and nights as a protest.
Just get cold at night.
No, we take the cage into Holy Trinity after dark.
What's all this about, then?
There's a young woman in Russia. She's about your age. She's a poet, and she's been given a very long sentence in a labor camp.
What's she done?
She's a Christian, and she's written some poems, spoken out now and then.
Weird. You do look a right wally sure up in there.
Oh, I don't mind being a wally for a good cause. Why don't you read some of her poems?
Too expensive?
£5 isn't much.
Well, may not be a lot to you. But when your husband's on the dole and drinking where he does get, £5's a hell of a lot.
If the poems were free, would you read them?
Poems? That's all crap.
I'd read them.
You wouldn't.
I would too.
I'll lend you my copy. If you promise to bring it back.
All right, thanks.
She won't. But never mind it. You'll get your bone soon.
Take your jacket off. And your frock. And your shoes and stockings. Right, now come with me. I'm not afraid!
No, I'm not afraid. After a year of breathing these prison nights, I will survive into the sadness to name which is escape. The cockerel will weep freedom for me, and here, knee-deep in mire, my gardens shed their water, and the northern air blows in draughts. And how am I to carry to an alien planet what are almost tears, as though towards home? It isn't true. I am afraid, my darling. But make it look as though you haven't noticed.
And how am I to carry to an alien planet what are almost tears, as though toward home? It isn't true. I am afraid, my darling. But make it look as though you haven't noticed.
Judith Bennett admitted that as an old-fashioned conservative Bostonian, she found it difficult to blow £100,000 without a thought. What brought the pair to Harrods' fur department today was their success in a British Airways competition aimed firmly at luring American tourists back to Britain. But no, said Mrs. Bennett, As she tried on a
Did she win that?
£35,000 sable coat, she'd never been put off coming to Britain anyway.
Oh, it was just absolutely gorgeous. And what's the price of this?
In the cheaper range, Susie Bennett smuggled into a £2,000 mink trimmed with crystal fur. Neither could quite make up their minds which fur to take back. But in the antiques department, there were no doubts. A £3,250 1880 Swiss music box, and it plays 82 tunes.
What's them?
I'm sorry. I forgot. I passed my money.
£20,000 a year nurse reckoned that today had done wonders for Anglo-American relations.
And that was the 6 o'clock news on Wednesday, the 19th of November.
Jenny,
Yeah?
I'm sorry about what I did today.
Stop doing it then.
No, just want to drink. It seems to change everything. I don't mean it. You know that.
I know.
I love you.
You could stop drinking.
There's no else to do. Look at me. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just don't do it. Vicky, you all right?
You don't have to flinch when I kiss you.
Sorry.
Come on, let's go out.
It's 11:30.
Don't matter. Go to a nightclub or something.
All right.
Jenny! You coming or what?
Oh, I'm not going on now. It's filthy.
Come on, you fussy cow.
No.
Come on, it's all right now. Shit, come on, you bastard. Start.
You're waking everybody up.
Good. They might lend me a car.
You know, even if you get it going now, you'd be too knackered to dance anyway.
Ratushinskaya. Come on.
I remember an abandoned church near Moscow, the door ajar and the cupola shattered. And, screening her child with her hand, the Virgin Mother quietly mourning that the boy's feet are bare. And once again the cold is at hand, that it's so terrible to let one's dark-eyed child walk off across the snows of Russia forever, no one knows where. To be crucified by this people too. Don't throw stones, it isn't necessary.
Shine on that, eh? Good as new now.
Does it go?
Soon. Very soon. There you are.
Me?
Fair to the fair. That's what they say. I'm seeing Bill Yeadon later on. There might be a job for me.
Keep my fingers crossed.
There's no tells.
We'll see.
Hello, Vic.
Hello, Bill.
You're looking a bit smart. Yeah, I've had a word. Not good, I'm afraid. They're taking on a bunch of lads from Leeds.
They can't do that. One of these local lads laid off.
Well, subcontract, he said, so they're getting them in like a package deal with some company.
Oh, great. That's really great. I'm sat on the end of a bloody pipeline and they're bringing labour in from 70 miles away.
I'll get you the name of the company later. You could write to them.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks, Bill. I'll buy you a pint later.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Vic. I'd go a bit steady with the booze if I were you. Word gets round.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Just to be careful. Well meant.
Right. Cheers.
You want to sew these onto your uniforms? Right, carry on.
Hello? No swimming today.
Maybe.
You want to be careful when the water's cold. Doesn't take long for your brain to pack in.
I packed in years ago. Have you not been watching me?
Well, it's hard not to. There's not a lot else to look at on the beach. Didn't you know?
No. I'm embarrassed now.
I wouldn't worry. We see plenty from the Coast Guard's tower. Hey, you'd be amazed the number of couples that whip off into the bushes and think nobody can see them.
You shouldn't watch.
Got to keep an eye on things. It's dangerous in there. Hello.
Dinner ready?
I was just going to start.
Dinner time.
I was just going to start.
Well, bloody start then. What's this?
Poems.
Bloody what?
Russian poems.
Bloody crap. Bloody reading this crap instead of getting me dinner ready. You're stupid. I said you're bloody stupid.
Do you want a cup of tea?
No, I want a beer.
You've had enough.
Don't bloody tell me, you bloody lazy cow. Get me dinner ready, I'm hungry.
I'm doing it as fast as I can.
Reading bloody crap. £4.95, what the hell is this?
I borrowed it.
You lying cow.
I told you I borrowed it.
Who off?
A vicar.
You don't know any vicars.
Well, how do you know?
You bloody spent a fiver on it.
I did not. Stop it! Leave it! No, man!
Bloody crap!
Get off that book! Leave it! Stop it! It's not mine!
Stand up. Aborigine, step forward. Why are you not wearing your badge?
It's humiliating.
You will address me as Citizen Superintendent.
We're not wearing our badges because it is humiliating, Citizen Superintendent Podust.
Ratushinskaya, you're not wearing your badge.
Congratulations on the clarity of your eyesight, Citizen Superintendent.
It is a requirement.
It is a requirement that I be told my sentence.
That has nothing to do with me.
If the KGB and the prison authorities continue to break the law, we see no reason why we should not follow their example.
I couldn't care whether you wear your badges or not personally, but you should be warned. This order comes from the highest levels.
Then we will appeal at the highest level. We will write to the Presidium, Citizen Superintendent.
We are under strict instructions. Unless you wear your insignia, you will receive no visitors, and you will be banned from the camp shop, at least.
That's against the law.
You are here to learn to be Soviet citizens. If you wish to quote from the law, you must learn to obey the law.
I haven't broken any law.
You were convicted in a court of law.
What court refuses witnesses and refuses to tell the accused the sentence?
You are making life difficult for yourselves. Very well.
How did this happen?
It was an accident. I fell and my hand went in the pan.
It's a nasty burn. How did you fall?
Slipped on the kitchen floor.
You seem to make a habit of slipping. And this looks to me much more like you've been punched.
Slipped.
If you're being attacked, you should tell me. Possibly you might both need help.
No, I slipped.
We are entitled to 200 grams of green vegetable and 400 grams of potato a day. We have never had that much.
I repeat, this is a concession.
This is the only way we can get the food we need.
Dig!
Comrade Superintendent, this garden can do no harm.
I said dig!
Comrade Superintendent,
What?
I feel sorry for you.
I warned you. You are forbidden visits.
2 punishments for 1 offence.
You are a stupid girl. All we ask is your cooperation.
Oh, that's all. I assume someone is here to see me.
Your husband is at the gate, but you won't see him.
He's come 400 miles.
If you wear your insignia, you will be allowed the visit.
There is no Goroshenko on the list.
Form.
Your first time here?
Our last.
Your daughter?
Yes. But we came to collect her body.
Have they released it?
I say we should have written for permission.
They would only lose the letter. How old was she?
33.
This is their way. If they cannot persuade us, they will kill us. What did she do before she was arrested?
She was a chemistry lecturer.
Obviously a subversive. So, half the brains of the country are behind bars. Your daughter was not alone.
You've come to visit?
My wife. I've come to try to visit my wife, but the last 3 times they have refused me permission.
Long journey to be so near and yet not speak.
400 miles.
Do you have had news?
A little. She's alive.
Yes. That is something.
Open the window. My pillow is hot. Footsteps behind the door, and a bell tolling in the tower. 2, 3. Remember, you and I never said goodbye. This is nothing. 4. Everything. Such a heavy tolling.
You can't go on like this. It's going to kill you.
He doesn't mean it.
Oh, that's great. Is that what he'll say at the funeral? He's sick. Look at you.
He used to be smashing.
That's not enough, Jenny. You've got to leave.
I can't leave.
You can.
He's my husband.
What's that got to do with it? You don't have to put up with this. You don't.
Stop it.
Hello.
Hello.
What happened to you?
Oh, I slipped. I brought your book back. It got torn, but my sister stuck it back together.
Oh, well. Kids will be kids.
Yeah. I'm really sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Look, why don't you keep it?
I can't pay for it.
Did you read it?
Read it. I know a lot of it by heart. But I still don't understand why they locked her up. She hadn't done anything.
Well, she spoke out. She wrote some poems. She went to church. These are the serious things to do in the Soviet Union because they really do believe in something, and they regard undermining that belief as a crime, like spying.
That's crazy.
Well, the whole world's crazy in one way or another. Just look at the arms race. Mountains of destruction. But that's crazy.
You know, a lot of people think you were off your rocker sitting in that cage.
Oh, I got used to being crazy when I got used to wearing a frock.
Just here at night.
Mm-hmm.
Must be spooky.
Well, I happen to believe that the Holy Ghost is the most powerful spook around.
Well, I'll see you then.
Here. I'm really glad you got something from him.
They're pretty brave, those women, aren't they?
Yes, they're very brave. And they're very sad.
See you.
I know it won't be received and won't be sent. The page is in tiny shreds no sooner than I've finished scribbling it. Later. Someday. After all, you're used to it, reading between the lines that haven't reached you, understanding everything. And on my tiny sheet, I find room for the night, taking my time. What's the point of hurrying when the hour that's passed is merely part of the same term, I don't know how long? And a word stirs under my hand, like a starling, a rustle, the movement of eyelashes. Everything's okay, but don't sleep yet. A little later on, I'll tie up my sadness in a bundle, throw back my head, and on my lips there'll be a seal, a smile, my prince. Even from afar, you'll feel my hand warm across your hair, across the hollows in your cheeks.
Why have you not eaten?
We're on hunger strike.
We're protesting against the withdrawal of our rights and Lazarova being put into solitary confinement on the basis of a series of lies.
Right.
So hard not to think of food.
It dulls after a while, I find.
What are you thinking about?
Jokes. New jokes.
Tell me one.
They're not funny. Give me time.
Hi. Been playing rugby?
I don't know, I come up with a cupboard.
Dangerous things, cupboards. Never get me in the kitchen.
I knew there was a reason why fellas don't cake.
See you.
Bye.
What was that?
He's a Coast Guard.
Oh, you were talking to him.
You said hello?
I knew you.
Well, yeah, I've passed the time of day with him up at the head.
Well, you're not going up there again, all right?
Oh, Vic, be sensible.
Where have you been?
Into Hull.
Who did you see in Hull?
Tracer.
I bet you did.
I'm not exactly going to pick anybody up looking like this, am I?
I'm going to the pub.
Yeah, go on, do that. No more, Vic, please.
Come with me.
Why?
Because I want you to. Just a quick one. Come on, love.
It's never just one anymore.
Well, I'll stick to low alcohol lager.
I can't take any more of this.
Will you eat?
No! 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 I won't drink! Leave me alone! No!
Take it away. Bring a doctor. She's got concussion.
Look, this is good food. You're stupid not to eat it.
Fetch a doctor.
They say she needs to eat.
Look at this bruise. Is this from hunger?
There's no need for this. Lazarus has been released.
We must see her.
I dreamt only of what you were going through, both of you.
Oh, Natalia.
Now I'm dreaming of food. Oh, look at this. It's almost edible.
So, the zoo can feed the animals when the head zookeeper comes to visit.
Let's hope they stay for months.
Jenny!
told you to stay away from here.
I need you to walk.
You can walk at Easington.
And I can hear. Chocolate and bricks.
Jesus. Come on!
I'm leaving you!
What are you doing? You! What do you think you're doing? Piss you off! What the hell are you doing? You just keep away from her, all right? You could kill her with one of those.
Come back! Come back!
Don't be stupid. Pallet boards!
Come back!
There's a girl in the water. Round the point. All right. Okay, let go of the hook. Let go. That's it. That's it. Oh, the other one. Beautiful.
Okay.
Good stuff. All right. Okay.
We need a doctor! What are you going to do?
There's nothing I can do now.
Well, she must be taken to the hospital.
That cannot be done at 2 in the morning.
Lazarova is seriously ill.
A slight inflammation of the appendix.
She has a spinal injury, a very high temperature, and she's delirious.
If you know so much, why did you send for me?
Where's Lazarova?
assume she's malingering.
I can detect nothing serious.
Then you're not only a terrible doctor, but you're blind as well. 7 days solitary confinement. Will you sign the order?
Jenny? You all right?
I'm an out now.
What happened?
I was in the washer. And I thought, I'm free. I'm not forced to do this. I'm free. But I'm not really.
Now then. Enjoy your trip round the bay?
A lot.
Good job you swim so well. Thought you were a goner.
So did I.
Hello. I'm Tracy. I'm Jenny's sister.
Mike, how do you do?
Mike's a Coast Guard.
Did you call the boat out?
Yeah, after we'd seen her sweet husband off.
They ought to lock him up.
They have. He was picked up at lunchtime.
Thank God for that.
Well, I doubt if they'll keep him.
Why not?
Between man and wife. It's difficult. How long are they keeping you then?
I'm just over out.
I've brought you things from the beach.
Thank you.
Well, I'll get off then.
Tell her to leave him.
That's none of my business, is it? But I'll say one thing. If I see him laying one finger on her again, me and a few of the lads will give him a good sorting out he won't forget.
Mike. I can't do it.
Come on.
It's 39.3.
It is a very high temperature.
Not excessively high.
It's high.
Will she die if she's moved?
That depends.
Yes or no, Comrade Alexandra Volkova?
No.
Good.
Can I have 8 up soon, Miss Please? And a cabbage.
Tracy!
What are you one?
Where is she?
I don't know.
You bloody do.
I don't. Go away.
You're lying to me!
I didn't!
Where is she?
I don't know!
What are you looking at?
She's too ill!
I will live and survive and be asked how they slammed my head against a trestle, how I had to freeze at nights, how my hair started to turn grey. But I'll smile, and will crack some joke and brush away the encroaching shadow. And I will render homage to the dry September that became my second birth. And I'll be asked, doesn't it hurt you to remember? Not being deceived by my outward flippancy. But the former names will detonate in my memory, magnificent as old cannon. And I will tell of the best people in all the earth, the most tender, but also the most invincible. How they said farewell, how they went to be tortured, how they waited for letters from their loved ones. And I'll be asked, what helped us to live when there were neither letters nor any news, only walls? And the cold of the cell, and the blather of official lies, and the sickening promises made in exchange for betrayal. And I will tell of the first beauty I saw in captivity, a frost-covered window. No spy holes, nor walls, nor cell bars, nor long-endured pain. Only a blue radiance, a cast pattern. None more beautiful could be dreamt.
Can I help you?
Well, I've come to help you.
Oh, good. I'm Val.
Jenny. I'll just have a word with the Rev and then I'll come and pitch in, right?
Hello again.
Is it all right if I help on the stall?
Oh, that's wonderful.
What do you want me to do?
Well, you could help Val with the petitions.
Oh, all right then.
It's all right, Tracy. Don't panic. I'm not drunk. I just want to know where she is.
She's all right.
Yeah, but where is she?
She's staying in a refuge for a few days.
A bloody what?
A bloody refuge.
What's that?
It's a place for women whose husbands beat them up.
Where is it?
I don't know.
You bloody do?
I don't. It's real secret. I don't know where it is.
How do you know she's all right, then?
She phoned.
I want to see her.
She needs time on her own, Vic. You nearly bloody killed her.
I didn't mean to, honest.
You've gone too far, Vic.
Look, you've got to help me.
Why?
Because you're my bloody sister-in-law, that's why.
I didn't marry her, thank God.
Look, she's my wife. I've got a right to see her.
Don't start jabbering off about rights. She's got a few rights as well, Victor. She's not some old dog you can kick any time you feel pissed off.
Well, Tracy, just tell her I'm getting a joint in the market. I'll cook a big Sunday dinner. I want her home. Tell her I love her. You mean-faced cow.
I thought you might be here. Sorry. Vic's looking for you. He said you were coming here. Get out, quick.
No.
I've just chased halfway across town to warn you. Get moving.
No, I'm not moving.
Don't be stupid, Jenny.
I'm not afraid.
You bloody should be.
I can't keep running all my land.
You've still got the bruises from last time.
I'm staying.
You're a bloody fool, Jenny.
Oh, Tracy, come here. Sound this before you go.
What are you doing here?
Don't make a scene, Vic. Just sound disposition.
Come on, we're going home.
Leave her alone!
You just shut up, Tracy. It's between me and her, so keep your interfering tongue out today. Come on.
What's going on?
Get off!
Get off her!
Come on, we're going home.
Leave it, Tracy. It's about time you did it in public. Come on, Vic, love. There's plenty of people watching. Show them how tough you are. Show them you can beat up a woman.
Come on, get yourself up now.
We don't want any bother, do we, Petal?
Now leave him. Leave him. I'm not giving in. I've learned something, Vic. You don't have to give in. Never. It's about time you learn the same thing.
What's going on?
It's all right. I'm not coming back. I wrote your letter. I can't take any more, Vic. I don't have to take any more. I'd rather be in a prison like them.
Maybe I can help you both. Why don't you come into the church and talk it through?
Listen, Vicar. Is it right for a wife to leave her husband when he needs her? Eh? Is it?
As a last resort, yes, I think it is.
Oh, yeah, it was all right till she got mixed up with all your Russian rubbish.
Was it?
We got by.
I suspect there's a bit more to it than that.
Please, let me deal with this. I'll talk to Vic in the church on my own on one condition. That he doesn't touch me, and he doesn't hit me.
Okay.
We must eat.
You can be a slave. I won't.
I'm not staying in a cage for you or anybody else. So you can keep looking for me. You can keep chasing me and punching me. But I'm not coming back. Jenny. Jenny. I want to see him. He's not your husband. Come on, you better come down. Who is it?
Mrs. Jennifer Carlson?
Yes?
I'm afraid there's been an accident.
I will travel through the land with my retinue of guards. I will study the eyes of human suffering. I will see what no one has seen. But will I be able to describe it? Will I cry, how will we be able to do this? Walk on partings as on water? How we begin to look like our husbands, our eyes, foreheads, the corners of our mouths. How we remember them, down to each last vein of their skins, they who have been wrenched away from us for years. How we write to them. Never mind, you and I are one and the same. Can't be taken apart.
I'm sorry you're hurt. It doesn't make any difference.
How simple it is. You are all intelligent women, full of spirit. You should be with us.
With the KGB. Pardon me, curator, some things are not possible.
Irina Ratushinskaya. She is fond of complaining.
Well, what should we do? We're only asking for our rights.
Tell me, when she is on hunger strike, does she really stick to it?
Of course.
And what will happen to her?
She will write poems until you kill her.
But who will read them?
Ah.
Speak up!
Couldn't begin to tell you.
Beyond the gate.
Beyond the gate.
Outside the perimeter.
Outside the perimeter.
Higher with every note.
Higher with every note.
The quiet angel has flown away.
The quiet angel has flown away.
Fate will see to our tasks.
Fate will see to our tasks.
Let's just survive until we meet somewhere.
Let's just survive until we meet somewhere.
Here's Zek's luck.
Here's Zek's luck.
Smile. Bon voyage.
Smile. Bon voyage.
I've no strength to say farewell.
I've no strength to say farewell. Beyond the gate, outside the perimeter, higher with every note, the quiet angel has flown away. Fate will see to our tasks. Let's just survive until we meet somewhere. Here's Zek's luck. Smile, bon voyage. I've no strength to say farewell.
Irina Ratushinskaya, you're to come with us.
Why?
You're being relocated.
Where?
I don't know where. Don't be stupid, Irina. Come on, get your things.
So tomorrow, our little ship, small zone, what will come true for us? According to what law? Like an eggshell over dead waves, covered in patches and scars, on the word, the honest word, alone, by whose hand our ship is preserved, our little home. Those of us who sail to the end, row, live to the end. Let them tell for the others. We knew the touch of this hand.
Radio Humberside News Time.
It's 2 o'clock. This is Liz Meach. The Russian poet Irina Ratushinskaya, freed by the authorities after spending 3 years in a prison camp, is on her way to London with her husband Igor. Her British Airways plane will land at 8 o'clock this evening. Miss Ratushinskaya is expected to meet British people, including several from Humberside, who have campaigned for her release.
Are you sure you don't want me to come with you?
I gotta do this myself.
Off you get there on time.
It's all right, the plane doesn't arrive till 8. See you. Bye.
Good luck.
Beyond the gates, outside the perimeter, higher with every note, the quiet angel has flown away. Fate will see to our tasks. Let's just survive until we meet somewhere. Here's Zek's luck. Smile. Bon voyage. I've no strength to say farewell.